Hey, oh yeah, the new kid in town. Like this Ishowspeed thing is just phenomenal. But anyway, this young man is done. I don't even know how to describe what he's achieved for African Americans and Africans. But this is from my heart, you guys, African Americans. And I know this might sound like I'm just saying it now because of what has blown up out of um, iSpeed's achievement in Africa. I've been sending out a message for the last 8 years in America, and African Americans never took me seriously. Just so you know, I am the author of a book entitled Beloved Hatred. Beloved Hatred was inspired when I just first arrived in the US about 9 years ago, about just how I felt hate in the atmosphere, felt the racism in the atmosphere. And I was asking myself questions like, why? Why do we have to hate? And then I started seeing how African Americans are killed by police and things like that, and just started seeing different incidents of racism. It was heartbreaking. And for the 9 years that I've lived in America, this has been a heartbreaking experience. And all these 9 years I've been asking myself, how do African Americans survive in such an environment? How? Because for me, it's been heartbreak for 9 years, just watching and seeing this hate. And I equally have experienced racism. And, a lot of you guys will hear about my experiences in the near future. But now I just want to send out a love message to African Americans. Guys, personally, I love you guys to the bone. You have no idea. African Americans, we love you so much. And I'm glad that God has sent me help. I think that I started to feel like I'm too small to break through to my African American brothers and sisters. A lot of my friends can confirm, even when they see this on social media, I've been preaching this. Guys, go and visit Africa. Africa is your home. Find some investment, build a project. And I'm glad that these things are beginning to unfold. So one more time before I say anything more, I love you guys to the bone. You have no idea. You guys have grown up as our heroes. We grew up watching you on TV, seeing an African American on TV, in a movie. They were heroes. You guys, all of that you didn't know. Now you know. And there's a lot more that you need to know. So we need to talk. We need to talk. There's a lady here, I think she goes by the name of, is it D Wonders? She said some amazing things. In fact, let me play her video just briefly so you hear what she said, because she truly inspired me. I was in spirit with her. Listen to this.
At least back home, you have your community, you have your people. Yes, we might be struggling, but we're happy. We're struggling and happy. Here we're just struggling and mad and sad as fuck. Stay where you are. And for us that are here in the diaspora, we need to collectively come together and figure out how we can stimulate our economy back home, bring businesses, so we can stop relying on other countries and stop relying on our government that's not doing shit.
So, absolutely true. The African leaders, something needs to change. The African leaders, all of the materials, all the resources that are needed to develop Africa are there under the feet of African people. But our leaders sit and do nothing. All they want is to be seen on TV signing documents with these white people. That's it. They're not doing anything. All the resources, guys, listen, there are enough resources on this earth. God is not stupid. God is not stupid. He put enough resources on this earth to sustain every life that there is. And I can give you evidence, natural evidence. Look at the water. The water everywhere, the sea, the rivers, the lakes. All of us can drink our fill at the same time, and there's still enough water. That's how wise God is. And so that's how it is with all the resources that we need to sustain human life on earth. All of these shortages that we see around us, they're stage managed. They're fabricated. Because there's a few people out there, leaders, who want to control everything, who want all the minerals in their pocket. So you African Americans, you are instrumental to changing this trend in Africa. Because you're going to be a breath of fresh air on the continent. You know how it is, like even in a relationship, A man or a woman could be saying, hey, we need to fix this, or this is not right. And they might not listen because they're too familiar with you. But when a voice from outside comes in and says, hey, this is wrong, then people listen. It's the same thing in a country. When a foreign voice, a voice from outside comes and speaks, people stand up and listen. They realize there's a problem. So you African Americans, you are instrumental to changing Africa and taking it to a different level, to a higher level. Because when you guys start to speak, then people will realize, okay, so true, we need to fix things. Because Africans have been screaming and screaming and screaming, and these leaders aren't listening. And it's time for fresh leadership in Africa. You see a person like Ishowspeed, you have youth like that, youth with that kind of energy. Africa cannot be the same. I don't know if Ishowspeed will be able to live anywhere else outside Africa. Because look at the business, how his brand is growing. Africa has proved that them alone can grow his brand and make him a global icon. Africans alone can do it. And so once we come together, and I'm glad that this is finally coming together, where African Americans and Africans are beginning to see into each other's faces. We need each other. We are the only people on earth that are experiencing this moment. Everybody else is looking at this wondering what it feels like. For us, it's a coming together of life. Go for it, you guys, African Americans. Go to Africa, visit. This young man's tears, Ishowspeed's mom. These tears, you guys, I can't watch those things without breaking down. I keep watching those videos over and over and over and over and over again. And every time I look at that, I'm broken. I cry. But the good news is, this time around, we're crying tears of joy. Because we as African people, we as black people, we're now rising. And the rise is unstoppable this time. We need to civilize the world again. Deal with this hate for the good of mankind. For the good of mankind. I've been preaching this message. African Americans, go back home. This is the time. And now Ishowspeed is showing it. There'll be many more people doing great things in Africa and inviting the people back to the promised land. And what we are going to see on this continent, even I cannot comprehend it. The future of this continent with the African Americans and Africans, and we're talking about Caribbeans, black people in the diaspora, Africans in the diaspora. This is humongous. This is humongous. Because for me to think that there's many more people shedding tears like this young man, and I'm glad that now I'm seeing a radiance on his face. Bro, I love you. You will become a king in Africa. Africa will crown you a king. Go for it. Go to Africa. I heard you talk about how you plan to go in December. Take your time, plan, go. I personally will be among the people that will be there for you. Will be there to give advice and even just telling you how to go about the trip and things to look out for, and how you can spend less money but maximizing every moment and having the best of Africa. I'm with you, my brother. I love you with my heart. I love you. You are loved. All of you guys that have shed tears after seeing Africa for what it is and realizing that Africans truly, truly love you. I love you guys. And this, on behalf of Africa, is a love letter to you African Americans and black people in the diaspora, black people in Brazil. They've suffered similar pain. Black people in Argentina, black people in Mexico, black people in Asia. We love you guys. And together, we're going to become a powerful team. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's time for us to start having conversations and dialogue. I believe dialogue and conversation are two different things about what we want to do for our continent, networking our businesses. It's time, and we have to go for it. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you. Bye-bye.